Hey everyone, welcome back to day 4 of Nameless in the Bible. I am Danielle Ingram. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's get into it. Today's story is the wise woman from Abel, Beth-Maach. Okay, that's how you do it, right? I'm just going to keep butchering these names. So before we get started, I just want to encourage you to subscribe to my newsletter. The link will be below. And in your inbox, you will be gifted this beautiful devotional with all the verses and some reflection questions to go along with this series, as well as all the links to the videos here. And you'll just be notified of any cool things happening on this channel. Today's story can be found in 2 Samuel chapter 20, verses 14 to 22. I'm not going to read you the story just because I don't want to take up your time just listening to me read. I'd rather you get into it, but I really wanted to read it before you listen to this because it'll just make more sense. So if you have the devotional booklet, it is right there in front of you, so you can quickly read through it. If you have a paper Bible, which is my favorite version of the Bible, you can look at it there. I'm a note taker, so everything is highlighted and circled and everything. If you have an app on your phone, that is a perfect way to look it up. Or if it's just super easy, I'm going to link it below. So you just have to click on that link. It'll take you to the verses. So just pause this. It'll take you to the verses, and then you can come back and hit the play button, and we can get into it, okay? So the first thing I want to point out, now that we got started and you read it, is the title that the Bible gives her right off the bat. That she is the wise woman from Abel, Beth-Maach. I mean, clearly the God of the universe, that God and the Bible is telling you that women, you can be wise, okay? You don't need to shrink back and play dumb or pretend you're stupid or act coy to try and get your way, to manipulate your way. You can be bold and wise and educated and high-ranking official. That is what this story is all about. And after the title that she is given, the wise woman, her story, the one word that comes to mind after reading the story is boldness. This woman was bold, okay? So bold. Let's find out why. So let's set the picture for this story. She's living in this walled town, this walled city, right? And right outside her city gates, there is an entire army who's searching for a man. So they are preparing ramps, sharpening their weapons, sounding battle horns, and all out getting ready to knock down these walls and not let anyone get in their way. Just basically bulldoze, not taking any prisoners, just get what they need. Let's get to our main character here and why I call her bold. As the army is preparing for battle, this woman emerges from the city and goes, "Let me speak to whoever's in charge," and demands to speak to the leader. What? This woman just came out from the city and demands to speak to the leader. So Joab, the leader of this army, tells her exactly what he needs, and she goes back to the council and presents these needs and presents to them exactly what needs to happen in order for them to save their city. So clearly, if this woman is going back to a council and presenting in front of men and women, she is wise, she's probably well educated, she is well respected, and people listen to her. People take her opinions and her thoughts into question, and they kind of take them as like fact. So she gets this from Joab, and she goes back to the council, and she is the one who presents it. So ladies, my encouragement to you is to rise up. Rise up and be bold. Be bold. That is what this story is showing you, is to be bold. You don't need to shrink back and lower your status or lower your education. And I think this whole movement of girl power is a real encouragement to you. I hope it's an encouragement to you to not shrink back and to go for a well-respected position. So she goes to the council, presents what needs to happen. They agree. They do what they need to do to save their city. But because of her boldness, because of her fearlessness to step out and do what was right, what no one else was willing to do, she walked into the midst of a battlefield of an entire army, and with boldness and fearlessness said, let me speak to the leader and let me put an end to this, because my city is not going to be destroyed today. So that is my encouragement to you. What is going on in your world, in your country, in your state, in your city, in your neighborhood, in your family, in your life that is unhealthy, that is wrong, that you need to be bold, step up and say, not today, not in my house. Is there a situation in your life right now that is unhealthy, that is draining your time, your energy, that is just wrong for you? What is that? And be bold and be fearless and say, not today, and remove that. Remove yourself or remove whatever that is hindering you from moving forward. What is happening in your family? And don't appease people by saying, okay, it's fine. No, stand up for what is right in your family. Don't shrink back and do what is right. So you don't need to do grand things that are going to change the world, which I would love for all of you to do, is to just be light bearers and do amazing things in this world. But sometimes it needs to start with us. Sometimes it needs to start in your own heart, in your own life. So I want you to start there. And what is holding you back in your own immediate family? And then move into your neighborhoods, in your cities, and your states, and your countries, and your world, and stand up and be bold. Become that well-educated, that well-respected person in that aspect of whatever you are passionate about, and change what you know is not right. Be bold in your convictions, and God will use you as a vessel to do mighty, mighty things in this world. Stand up for what is true and just and loving in this world. Don't shrink back and say someone else will handle it, because no one else is handling it in this story. You be the bold one, you be the fearless one, you be the wise one, you be the well-educated one, you be the well-respected one, and rise up, ladies. Rise up and take a hold of what is burning in your heart that you know is not right, that needs to change in this world, and you champion that cause. Because no one will champion that cause like you do. You have a specific skill set in your life that only you can contribute to that cause, to that project, or whatever it is. So you stand up, ladies, and you go for what God is telling you is not right, that needs to change in this world. Thank you so much for joining me for day 4 of Nameless Women in the Bible. I'm so grateful that you are here with me, and I cannot believe that it is almost done. So join me tomorrow as we go into our last day together. I can't wait to finish this with you.